Students, today we are going to study the third poem, A Tiger in the Zoo. He stalks in his vivid steps, the few steps of his cage, on pads of velvet quiet, in his quiet rage. This is the first stanza of the poem. The poet says that a tiger, he walks in his cage, that small cage which he is put in, the few steps which he takes, he walks very quietly because his feet has pads which doesn't make any noise. Basically all animals hardly make any noise except for the horse because it has hoofs. Otherwise most of the animal, whenever they walk, they don't make any noise. Even the tiger, his feet are compared with velvet over here, and he is very angry inside the cage but is very quiet. Why? Because this is not his life. What his life is? Out in the jungle, a free animal, living life according to his own terms. But here he is put in cage, so he is very angry inside the cage. He should be lurking in a shadow, sliding through long grass near the water hole where plump deer pass. This is what a tiger's life is. He should be hiding behind a shadow, sliding through long grass, waiting for a deer to come near any water hole and then suddenly attack the deer. This is what a tiger's life is. But unfortunately, our tiger is in a zoo, so he is in a cage. He should be snarling around houses at the jungle's edge, baring his white fangs, his claws, terrorizing the village. The tiger, he should be roaring around houses at the edge of the jungle where there are the villages, baring his white fangs, his claws, terrorizing the village, and listening to his sound and the claws which he removes out, plus the white teeth. He should be growling and showing his teeth and baring his claws and terrorizing the people of the villages which are around the jungle. But unfortunately, all these things are not happening. Why? Because he is in a cage. But he is locked in a concrete cell, his strength behind bars, stalking the length of his cage, ignoring visitors. But unfortunately, the tiger does none of this. He is not terrorizing the villages because he is inside a cell which is made of concrete, and all his strength is behind those big iron bars, and that strength can't be seen behind the bars. And he is just walking around the length of the cage, and the people who come to see him, the visitors, he hardly takes notice of them. He totally ignores them. He hears the last voice at night, the patrolling cars, and stares with his brilliant eyes at the brilliant stars. And then, in the end, the poet says he just listens to the last sound of the night, which are the cars which patrol around the zoo, making the noise. And then he keeps on staring at the white stars, the brilliant shining stars, with his brilliant eyes, because tiger's eyes also shine brilliantly in the dark. Unfortunately, he must have stared at those lights when he was out in the open, but today he can just look at the stars from behind the closed bars of the cage in which he is put up in. This unfortunately is the life of the tiger, which is in a zoo, which it is not supposed to live, and helplessly it looks at the brilliant stars up in the sky, and he has no other option. Joji,